Hi. A lot of folks say that they don't know how to plan for lunches in the office. And so I thought I'd share with you how I meal plan for my week in the office. Now, I'm lucky that I have access to a refrigerator and a sink. And so it's really a little bit easier for me than it might be for some other folks. But something that I do is I often have hamburger meat. Now, this is on sale for $2.99 this week. So I'll take my hamburger meat and I'll make 4 hamburger patties, so 4 1/4 pound patties. And I'll do that on Sunday. Sometimes I do it on Monday if I'm busy on Sunday. But I'll have usually 1 patty per day. I might add cheese or bacon to it, mayonnaise. I have a jar of Primal mayonnaise I keep in my fridge at work. And so it's really easy. Sometimes I do goat cheese, sometimes I do a cheddar cheese, sometimes I don't do dairy, and sometimes I'll have some avocado with it. I will take an avocado to work and it will last me in a 5-day work week. It'll last me at least 4, sometimes 5 days, because avocado can be pretty carby. It's got great fat in it, but I never eat more than 1/3 of it at a time. So like I said, it'll generally last me. And a little tip for you, what I would do is I'd take my knife and cut it here and cut it here, and kind of pull the wedge out and eat that. As long as you keep the pit in there and keep it whole and put it in a Ziploc bag, it's going to stay good for the week. So that's my little tip on avocado. So I might have burger with avocado, with the cheese, with the bacon, and with the mayonnaise. I also have gotten into a routine where I'll take deli meat. Now, I don't do both the hamburger and the deli. I'll do one or the other. But this deli meat is boar's head oven roast turkey. Now, my kids like it too, so I take the entire pound with me to the office. Now, it's fairly lean, and so when I do it, I have to add fat to it. And what I often do, one of my favorite meals at work, is I'll take romaine hearts. Now, I'll buy this. It was on sale for $2.29 today, so that's less than $1 per head. And generally, 2 heads will give me 4 or 5. Actually, 2 heads will probably give me 5 lunches. So I make a salad, and with the salad, I'll either have hamburger patty or I'll have the deli meat. I'll add fat by adding cheese, and goat cheese is my newest crush. There's a peppered one I really like that doesn't have any added stuff, so it's really yummy. And bacon. I always take my bag of bacon, and that way if I don't get breakfast in the morning, if we're really rushed, I have something for breakfast, or I can throw it with my salad to make it fatty. And like I said, I always have my mayonnaise in the fridge, and if it's really rough and things are really hectic at work, I have my pork rinds. I generally take 3 bags to work every week. Sometimes pork rinds and butter is lunch. If I'm in a real hurry, I've had a lot of meetings, things are going crazy. It's not unusual to see me eating pork rinds and butter. I like it softened, so I pull it out of the fridge and I will eat pork rinds and softened butter. Sometimes I'll add some pork rinds to my salad, depending on what meat I have. But I nearly always have these in my desk drawer. And this is my favorite flavor, by the way. For salad dressings, I will make a homemade vinaigrette, and I will put it in the little condiment cups I get from Walmart, and I will just shake it and take it with me. That's easy. But I've also started making my homemade ranch, and I make that on Sunday. I can use the homemade ranch on a salad. I can dip my pork rinds in it. I can put it on my burger, or I can eat it with the deli meat that's lower in fat. Now, for the homemade ranch, I want to show you how easy this is. I've got let's see, I'm trying to look, I have used a whole container. I've got at least 8 ounces of sour cream here, probably closer to 10. I'm gonna add my mayonnaise. This is how easy, I don't even measure. Y'all know I hate to measure, but I don't even measure. I put my mayonnaise in there, and you're gonna use less mayonnaise than sour cream. That's good. And then I use, and this is lemon juice. It looks like lime. Actually, this is lime juice. I have 2 bottles that look exactly the same. Lime will be good too. And then some heavy cream, but we'll add that to thin it. And then I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of the dry ranch. Now this is in my cookbook, and I don't think I've done a video with it before, but I love to make this seasoning up, and I put it in an empty Old Spice jar. You can see I marked it out and put ranch on it. This is great seasoning too for pork rinds. You can just take some dry seasoning and toss it in there and shake it up, and you've got ranch flavored pork rinds, like a ranch flavored Dorito. It's a little break. But you just mix this up, and I may have to add some more seasoning. Now this is heavy on the garlic side. Like I said, the recipe is in the cookbook. My husband doesn't love it when I have this. He's always kind of looking at me like, you had that ranch stuff again. But what I do with it is when I make the ranch dressing, you make a big batch of the dry seasoning mix, and then you mix it with the red ingredients. I can eat this between home and work. I will eat this in 1 week. And I don't do it every week, but I do it and I can do it so fast. I can do it in the morning. Once you have the dry ingredients mixed up, it really is super fast. I'm gonna add a little more ranch. Notice I'm not measuring, but a little more ranch because I do like it pretty strong. And then as you get it mixed up, you can add a splash of lemon or lime juice and thin it with some heavy cream. That's it. That's the recipe, guys. How stinking easy is that? And I love this homemade ranch. It doesn't have any of the icky seed oils that you get from the bottled stuff. And like I said, it works as a dip for pork rinds or as a salad dressing. And this is going to be a small container to try to mix in. But you can thin it more with heavy cream. You could probably thin it with some water too. But this is, of course, all dairy. I haven't tried making it with coconut cream and almond milk. It would be much thinner, but you know what? I bet you can do that. The original recipe for the ranch that's in the cookbook does not call for processing it. So there's dill weed in here. If you don't put it in a food processor and powder it, it will be a lot thicker. And it is nice to make it either the morning you're going to use it or the night before, because as it sits, it takes on more flavor. I'm going to put a splash of lime. Can see not much. And like I said, the recipe uses exact dimensions in the book. I'm not using the exact dimensions. That's why my husband says that nothing I make ever tastes the same. So that is homemade ranch. So I'm going to put my lid on this, put it in the fridge. Tomorrow when I get ready for work, I will grab my bag. I will put my bacon in it. I will put, for this week, my deli meat, my goat cheese, another bag of pork rinds, and I'll take 1 or 2 heads of the romaine lettuce, and that will go off to work. Oh, and my avocado. I might grab some cucumber or some other vegetables, some baby tomatoes in the fridge to toss into the salads too, just to give me a little bit of variety. But that gets me ready for work, and then I don't have to think about it during the week. I hope that these tips are helpful for you.